All right, let's talk about something really tough, something that can be incredibly confusing and just draining. We're going to dive into what it's like to be attracted to someone when you have absolutely no idea where you stand with them. This whole explainer is about how you can navigate that feeling without losing your sanity, your focus, or most importantly, your self-respect. I want you to really think about this for a second. We're all so afraid of rejection, right? That clear, direct no. But is there actually something out there that feels worse? A feeling that can just eat away at you for weeks, maybe even months on end?
Yeah, it's the not knowing. It's being stuck in that limbo where you're just constantly second guessing everything, constantly hoping and feeling completely, totally stuck. And that right there is the real emotional heavyweight we're tackling today.
I mean, this is the heart of it, isn't it? That constant debate you have with yourself. Do they like me? Did I read that wrong? Should I wait just a little bit longer? Or am I just wasting my time? It's absolutely exhausting. So let's really break down why this maybe feeling is so uniquely painful. Because it's not just in your head, you know? There are real psychological reasons why being in this state can feel so much worse than just getting a straight answer.
And look at this comparison. It really lays it all out. Rejection, yeah, it stings a lot, but it gives you closure. It shuts a door and you know, okay, time to find a new door. But uncertainty, it just leaves that door cracked open just enough to keep you staring at it. It doesn't give you clarity. It actually makes you dependent on what they do next. And it traps you in that endless, maddening loop of what if.
And this quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Your emotional energy isn't really tied to the actual person standing in front of you. It's changed to a version of them, to a future with them that might never, ever exist. It's the potential you can't let go of, and that is a really hard chain to break. Okay, I really need you to listen to this next part. Let this one sink in because it is so, so important. In these moments of doubt, it is so easy to start blaming yourself, to think you did something wrong. But I want to completely reframe that for you. What you did was not wrong. Look at this. Think about what you actually did. You were respectful. You didn't push when things got weird. When you felt that uncertainty, you gave them space. That is not weakness, that's emotional maturity. That is genuine strength. You should be proud of that, seriously. So when you get silence back, your brain just spirals, right? It immediately jumps to the worst case scenario. Oh, I annoyed her. She's not interested. This is a soft rejection. But that's just a story you're telling yourself. It is not necessarily the truth. The reality could be so much simpler, so much more neutral. It might have absolutely nothing to do with you personally. It could just be that they're in a different headspace, that they have different priorities right now. And you know what? That is completely okay. It doesn't make you any less valuable. But this waiting game, oh man, it comes at a huge cost. Every time you check your phone, hoping for their name to pop up, you're basically outsourcing your mood. Your happiness starts depending on their actions. Your focus, your goals, your own life, it all gets put on hold. You're putting your entire emotional well-being in the hands of someone who hasn't even chosen you. That's just not fair to you. So, what do we do? What's the way out? Well, it's this really powerful idea called detachment. And let me be really clear here. This is not about giving up. It's not about pretending you don't care. It's an active, powerful choice to put your own peace of mind ahead of a what if. So what does detachment actually mean? It's an inside job. It means you stop replaying conversations over and over in your head. It means you release that expectation of getting a certain text or a certain outcome. It means you cut that cord of emotional dependency. And it's just as important to know what it isn't. This is not about being dramatic. You don't have to go block them on every platform or act all cold and bitter if you see them. That kind of stuff comes from a place of being hurt. Detachment, well, that comes from a place of self-preservation, from a place of peace. This right here, this is your new mantra. Say it to yourself. It's a declaration. You're not slamming the door shut forever. You're just refusing to stand in the doorway, getting cold, waiting. You're choosing your own peace right now, and you'll deal with clarity if and when it ever shows up.
Okay, so that sounds good in theory, but how do we actually do it? Let's get practical. Let's talk about 4 clear, actionable steps you can start taking, like today, to get your peace of mind back.
All right, let's walk through these. Number 1, stop expecting. I know it's hard, but every time you attach a hope to a notification, you're just setting yourself up to be let down. So for now, just let that go. Number 2, stop the mental check-ins. Their silence is not some deep puzzle you have to solve. For right now, the silence is the information, and all it's saying is nothing new to report. That's it. Third, reclaim your space. The gym, your projects, that coffee shop you love, that's your territory. Put your own progress first, way before the possibility of seeing them. And finally, number 4, let time decide. Just trust the process. Your imagination can cook up 1,000 different scenarios, but it can't change what's real. All it can do is drain you.
Okay, this is the big fear, right? What if I do all this work on myself and then bam, I run into them? Well, the answer is actually incredibly simple, even if it doesn't feel easy. Just be calm. Be a normal, friendly person. That's it.
Here's your exact game plan. You do not need to apologize for taking space. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your peace. All you need is a simple, warm, "Hey, how have you been?" It's perfect. And remember the most important part, your dignity matters so much more than trying to get some kind of momentum going again. So as we start to wrap this up, I want to completely change how you think about winning in this situation, because it has almost nothing to do with whether or not you end up with this person.
Just let that one sink in for a minute. You can't lose something you never really had in the first place. The real loss is when you lose yourself while you're waiting for someone else to make up their mind about you.
So at the end of the day, this is the final takeaway. When you're facing all this uncertainty, you have a choice. You can choose the anxiety of maybe, or you can choose your own peace. You can wait around for someone else's validation, or you can choose your own self-respect. Let clarity come or let it go. It doesn't matter. Because either way, when you choose yourself, you've already won.